Hello everybody, Vibes of a Wildlife here. Welcome to another video where we dive into the heart, humor, and unexpected life lessons from the animal kingdom. How does a tiny desert mammal survive with almost no water, while a polar bear thrives in sub-zero temperatures? It's like nature decided to play survivor, but with fur. Seriously, the wild has some crazy strategies up its sleeve. These animals are the ultimate survivalists, and their adaptations? Mind-blowing. From the icy Arctic to the blazing deserts, mammals have mastered life in extreme environments. We're talking about thick fur, fat storage, heat-dissipating ears, and even ingenious water conservation tricks. Each one is like a living, breathing survival manual, but cuter. If you're into quirky animal antics, jaw-dropping adaptations, or just love marveling at nature's brilliance, you're in the right place. And hey, while you're here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support lets us bring more wild wonders straight to your screen. Let's celebrate these incredible mammals and maybe even steal a survival tip or two. Let's dive in. Let's talk about the polar bear, the undeniable heavyweight champion of the Arctic. First off, that thick fur? It's not just for show. Underneath all that fluff is a dense layer of fat that acts like a built-in winter coat and a wetsuit combined. This bear is basically the original extreme sports enthusiast. Here's the twist. Their skin is black. Yep, underneath that creamy white fur is pitch black skin designed to soak up every bit of sunlight. It's like nature handed them solar panels. Efficient, sleek, and absolutely necessary when you're dealing with temperatures that make your freezer look cozy. Their paws are equally impressive. Huge, wide, and covered in fur, they act as natural snowshoes, helping polar bears navigate the icy terrain without sinking. And those sharp, curved claws? Perfect for gripping slippery ice and hauling out massive seals? Talk about multitasking. And don't even get me started on their swimming skills. Polar bears can swim for miles, sometimes over 60 in search of seals. They've got a layer of fat that keeps them buoyant, and their powerful front legs are like paddles, propelling them through the icy waters. Picture it, this massive predator gliding through Arctic seas with the determination of an Olympian, and the appetite to match. Seal hunting isn't just a sport for them, it's survival, and they've nailed it. Even their hunting strategy is tailored to perfection. Polar bears rely on sea ice as a platform to stalk seals. They'll patiently wait by a seal's breathing hole, blending seamlessly into the snowy landscape. When the seal surfaces, it's game over. That level of patience and precision is nothing short of inspiring. Polar bears are the ultimate Arctic survivalists. They're not just built to endure the cold, they dominate it. If that doesn't earn them respect, I don't know what will. The Arctic fox is basically the James Bond of the tundra. Sharp, sleek, and always dressed for the occasion. In winter, it's rocking a fluffy white coat that screams, "I'm snow, don't mind me." Come summer, it's all earthy browns and grays to blend in with the rocks and shrubs. Talk about an expert wardrobe change. This clever fox doesn't just rely on its fashion sense to survive. Its coat isn't just stylish, it's one of the warmest in the animal kingdom, trapping heat and shielding it from the Arctic's biting winds. Beneath all that fluff, a layer of dense underfur and guard hairs creates the perfect thermal barrier. Its compact body is another win in the survival game. Small ears, stubby legs, and a round shape minimize heat loss by reducing surface area exposed to the cold. It's like the Arctic fox read the survival handbook and said, "Nah, I'll just invent my own tricks." Smart move, buddy. Let's not overlook its ears. These bad boys can pick up the faintest sound of prey burrowing under thick snow. Imagine being that good at multitasking, listening for dinner while looking fabulous in a fur coat. The Arctic fox's hunting strategy is a mix of patience and precision. When it hears a meal scurrying beneath the snow, it leaps, nose first, to break through and snag its prey. Style, skills, and a killer instinct, total overachiever. Oh, and the Arctic fox doesn't waste food. In times of plenty, it stashes leftovers for leaner days. A walking fluffy lesson in frugality and forward thinking. The muskox might just be the Arctic's answer to an armored tank. First, let's talk about that coat. These beasts wear one of the thickest undercoats in the animal kingdom. A dense woolly layer called caveat that traps heat like a portable sauna. Imagine being so well insulated that blizzards feel like a gentle breeze. Okay, maybe not that gentle, but you get the point. And if you think that's impressive, caveat is 8 times warmer than sheep's wool and doesn't even itch. A true Arctic fashion statement. But survival in the tundra isn't just about staying warm. Musk oxen are grazing experts. They dig through thick snow to uncover grasses, mosses, and lichens. Their large, powerful hooves act like natural snowplows, making sure they get to the good stuff beneath the frozen surface. It's like finding a salad bar in the middle of a snowstorm. Now, those massive curved horns, they're not just for show. When danger looms, say a hungry wolf pack, the muskox doesn't run. Oh no, it doubles down. They'll form a tight circle with the young safely tucked inside, and those horns facing out. It's like a living fortress. Wolves, take note. You're not breaking through this defense squad without a fight. Let's face it, their teamwork is inspiring. These animals protect their own with a loyalty that's downright enviable. It's a mess with one, mess with all kind of vibe. In a world where survival often feels like every mammal for itself, the muskox reminds us of the power of unity, strength in numbers, and all that jazz. The muskox may not get the glamour of a polar bear or the agility of an Arctic fox, but it's a bona fide survivor. Resilient, tough, and fiercely protective. What's not to love? Add in their knack for thriving in one of the harshest climates on Earth, and you've got a mammal that's as formidable as it is fluffy. The fennec fox is basically the desert's version of a cool, unbothered genius. Let's start with those ears. They're enormous, like someone hit magnify on the ear size option. But there's a reason. Those oversized radar dishes aren't just for listening to gossip about other desert creatures. They're built to dump heat faster than you can say hot sand. When temperatures hit triple digits, those ears keep them chill. Literally. Now, check out their fur. It's this light sandy color that practically screams desert camouflage, but make it fashion. It's perfect for reflecting the sun's intense rays and blending into their surroundings. Predators? Who? Let's dig into the subject of their burrows. When the desert sun feels like it's auditioning for the role of a giant hairdryer, these foxes retreat underground. Their burrows are cool, shady sanctuaries, kind of like the fox version of air conditioning. Smart, right? But the real magic of the fennec fox lies in its adaptability and resourcefulness. Food and water are scarce in the desert, but these foxes know how to make the most of what's available. They're omnivores, happily munching on anything from insects to plants to small rodents. And water? They rarely drink it. Instead, they extract moisture from their food. It's like having a built-in hydration system. Their survival also depends on their ability to adapt behaviorally. They're nocturnal, meaning they avoid the scorching heat by being active at night. This clever timing helps them hunt when it's cooler and safer. They've turned the desert's challenges into opportunities, proving that flexibility is the ultimate survival skill. The fennec fox thrives in one of the harshest places on Earth by being adaptable, resourceful, and honestly kind of fabulous. They've mastered the art of turning the desert into a livable space, using what nature gave them. Talk about making the best of a situation. It's a lesson in resilience and creativity. So next time you're melting on a hot day, channel your inner fennec fox. Stay cool, stay clever, and always find some shade. Let's shine a spotlight on the dromedary camel, the true pioneer of desert survival. This guy doesn't just stroll through the desert, it absolutely owns it. First off, those iconic humps. They're not water tanks, despite what cartoons might have you believe. They're fat storage units, basically a built-in pantry for when food is scarce. It's like meal prep, but on a whole other level. Take a look at those feet, wide, padded, and built for soft sand. Think of them as natural snowshoes, but for dunes. While we're struggling to shake sand out of our shoes, the camel's busy gliding over the desert like it's on a red carpet. Efficiency at its finest. Let's not overlook the camel's famous knack for water mastery. This powerhouse can survive weeks without a sip, and then down 40 gallons of water in one go, like it's prepping for a desert marathon. Imagine pulling that off without feeling bloated. Evolution deserves a standing ovation for this one. But that's not all. Camels have mastered the art of desert living. They can withstand brutal heat thanks to their thick fur acting as insulation. Yes, even in scorching conditions. This clever coat keeps the heat out during the day and locks warmth in during freezing desert nights. Talk about multitasking. Their noses are another genius feature. Camels can close their nostrils to keep out blowing sand, and they're efficient at conserving water by reabsorbing moisture from their breath. Meanwhile, their ability to tolerate body temperature fluctuations means they don't sweat much, saving precious water for when it's really needed. The camel isn't just surviving in the desert, it's thriving. It's a reminder that being prepared, flexible, and just a little bit clever can take you far, literally across the sands of time. Meet the kangaroo rat, a tiny desert dynamo you never realized deserved your admiration. This pint-sized mastermind has a survival strategy so clever it puts most of us to shame. First up, water, or rather, the lack of it. The kangaroo rat doesn't drink water, ever. Instead, it's mastered the art of extracting moisture from the seeds it eats, mostly desert grasses and mesquite seeds. Yes, it's turning snack time into hydration time. Imagine eating popcorn and calling it hydration. Now that's a life hack. But it doesn't stop there. This little genius has kidneys that deserve their own science award. They're so efficient, the kangaroo rat barely loses any water when it pees. Here's the secret. Their kidneys produce urine that's so concentrated, it's practically a paste. Gross? Maybe. Genius? Absolutely. It's all about conserving every last drop of water in a place where there's none to spare. Meanwhile, the rest of us are out here with water bottles, trying to stay hydrated like amateurs. And let's not forget their living situation. Burrows. During the scorching desert day, the kangaroo rat hides out in its underground mansion, avoiding the heat like a pro. It's basically living the dream. Snack, hydrate, and chill in the AC, all without lifting a finger. Now, let's uncover their top desert strategy. Thriving where survival seems nearly impossible. Their small size means they lose less water to the environment. Their nocturnal lifestyle ensures they stay active when temperatures drop, avoiding the sweltering daytime heat. And their sandy-colored fur blends in perfectly with the desert landscape, keeping predators guessing. The kangaroo rat isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Compact but formidable, it's proof that sometimes the smallest creatures have the biggest tricks up their sleeves. Nature really outdid itself with this one. When it comes to survival, it seems like everyone, whether furry or not, agrees on two things: stay warm and save resources. In the Arctic, mammals like the polar bear and musk ox rely on thick fur and layers of fat to stay cozy. But down in the desert, mammals like the fennec fox burrow underground, trading fur for cool, shady retreats. Different methods, same genius goal: insulation. Then there's the whole grab what you can when you can philosophy. Polar bears stockpile calories for the lean months, while camels, those walking water tanks, store fat in their humps to turn into energy and water when things get tough. Kangaroo rats? They've taken water efficiency to Olympic levels, squeezing hydration from seeds. Nature's message? Use what you have and make it last. Mammals have shown us time and again that resilience and creativity are the keys to surviving and thriving in the harshest conditions. From the frozen tundra to the scorching deserts, their adaptations are nothing short of extraordinary. Now here's a challenge for you. Think about your own resilience and how you adapt to challenges. Nature's got a lot to teach if we're willing to learn. And hey, if you enjoyed this journey through the wild world of mammal adaptations, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means everything and keeps us exploring the animal kingdom's quirks and brilliance. Stay tuned for more jaw-dropping insights into the animal kingdom. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, if a kangaroo rat can survive on seeds, you can survive that next Monday morning.